Hi guys, welcome. My name is Imowo John. I am a data analyst. In this video, I will be showing you how to analyze data using Excel. So in this video, we are going to show you how to create a pivot chart and a pivot table. Okay, so here is our table. We have the column ID, we have the account ID. Let's expand that column. And then we have the accord at. If you expand it, you see it clearly. Okay, we have the standard quantity, the close quantities, the poster quantity, that is the product in this database. We have the total quantities of this product over here in this column. And we have the total amounts sold for the standard product. Here we have in this column. And we also have the total gross quantity. Yes, in this column we have the poster total amount sold in this column. So now in this other column, this is the total amount sold for the three products. Okay, we have it over here. We have the account name and website. Okay, so this database is called Patch and Posse database. We can see it over here in our sheet, Patch and Posse database. Okay, so we are going to first of all create a pivot chart from this database. So to do that, we go to insect. It's already in insect. So we click over here, pivot chart, and we click table and range. So we can see over here a window pops up. In this window, we have a table range, and this is the name of these tables, Patch and Posse. And then we are going to say choose where you want the pivot table to be placed. So we say on a new worksheet. This is a worksheet. This is a worksheet called Patch and Posse. It contains the database, but we want to create a pivot table in a new worksheet. So we click on new worksheet and then we click on OK. Now this is our pivot table environment. So you can see on your right hand side you have the pivot table field where we are going to be choosing values on the column section, values on the rows, and the values and the filters. We are going to be working on them here, over here. And then here is the pivot table. And then, so we are going to rename this sheet as pivot table. Pivot table. So that's it. Okay. So let's start our analysis. So we're going to create a table from this pivot table field. We're going to select list of items we want on our tables. So first of all, we are going to choose, let's bring it down. We're going to work on the sales rep ID. So look for sales person over here, sales rep ID. Let's look at the accord at. That is the time, the year, the month, So over here, let's choose which we're looking for, only years. So let's take the month and quarter off. So we can only see on our left hand side here the years. Okay. So let's look at the total amount sold. Total amount USD. Okay. We click on it. We can have it over here. You can see sum of total amount used. We have created a column for it. Sum of sales rep ID. And this is the region name and the year. Okay. So let's drag field. So what we are going to do now, so that we can arrange our pivot table properly, we are going to drag these items into this field. Okay. We're going to drag the item that we want to be on the column section. Want to drag the item that we want to be in our rows and value. So let's begin. So in our column, we are going to drag the occurred ad, which is the year. Let's go. We drag it this way. Okay, so you've noticed now the years are now in the column. So let's drag the region name to the rows section. Okay, so now to the values, we're going to use total amount USD for our value section. We will not need sales rep ID, so let's take that off. Okay, so total amount USD, we place it where we have value section. Okay, so that is it. So now our filters, we are going to use salesperson name as our filters. So this name that you see here will be as a filter over here. So we drag it here, salesperson name. So that is it. So we have here our filter salesperson name, and you can see here we have our region over here. That's the Midwest region. If you scroll down, you see the time for the transaction that they made. Okay, so let's go back. Trying to see what we can include in our tables. Okay, so that's all for now. Let's create a pivot chart. Okay, so go to insert. We have pivot chart over here. Okay, so we'll choose which chart we are going to use. You see the list of charts. We have cluster charts. We have stack column. We have we have several columns that we are going to use over here. So let's choose cluster column. So we're using cluster column for this analysis. Okay. So here is our pivot chart. Okay, so let's clean some values over here. Remove field. We have so much information over here, so let's remove some. Okay, so we want to create a space for our pivot chart. That's why I had to delete some information. Okay. So you notice any changes that you make in this pivot chart field will affect the pivot chart and that of the table. I think our total sum. Okay, so bring back our region name over there. Okay, okay, so we had a lot of things on our table, so that is why our chart did not come clearly. So I needed to delete some things so that we can have a, a view of our chart properly. Okay, so we now have our pivot charts. Here is our pivot table. So you can now see that in the Midwest region, this is the region name. We have the Midwest region, the Northeast region, the Southeast region, the West region. So in the Midwest region, in 2013, they made a sum of total amount USD as 88,128.18. This is what they got in 2014, 2015, and 2017. 2017, they did not make a sale. So we have an empty space over here. They did not make a sale in 2017. Perhaps the company had an issue, so they didn't make any sales over here in 2017. Okay, so we have the total amount of the product sold over here. Okay, so that is for revision name. So now let's look at the salesperson name over here. This is a filter, so you can choose, select everything here. When you select everything here, it's going to give us an information for all the salesperson name. You can come here, you can make changes over here in the pivot table. We have the filter in the pivot table, and we also have here the filter in the pivot chart. So they are the same, so you can make those changes over here. Okay, so if you want to find out the salesperson name, Arika Stoltzfus. you want to find out a total amount of the product sold by the sell person. So you are going to delete others account, and you allow only Arika Toffos to remain. We have so many salesperson names. So if you want to analyze what Clive meant, the result from Clive meant, you can unmark others and allow Clive meant to remain. Okay, so for now we are going to select all or the salesperson. So that's what we are working on now. So now let's look at our pivot chart now. In our pivot chart, we can notice the yellow over here is for 2016, the blue is for 2017, um, brown is for 2014, and the deep blue here is for 2013. So you can see from the chart we can see that the northeast region made the highest sales. They made a sale of over 4 million. They made a sale of over 4 million in 2016, and in 20 and in the Midwest, if you notice, in 2016 the northeast region made the highest sales, and in that 2016 the Midwest region made the least sales. Okay, from analysis. So from the pivot chart, we can see that the Northeast region name had the largest sales of the three products, which is standard quantity, growth quantity, postal quantity in the year 2016. And we can also notice that in 2015, they made the largest sale. But in the year 2014, the Southeast region had the largest sales. We can notice here, this is the Southeast region. So in 2014, Southeast region made the highest sales of over 1 million. Okay, so this is our pivot chart, and this also, any changes you make here will also affect our pivot table over here. So if we make any changes here, it will also affect the value in our chart. Okay, so let's say we want to sort, you want the highest value, the highest total amount of the product sold to come up first. We're going to sort this column. So we right click and we say sort. We are going to sort from the largest to the smallest. So you notice, so now the Southeast region in 2013 made a sales of 126,098.59, and the Northeast region made over 106,136.18. So we are now sort the value here from highest to the lowest. Okay, so that is it for pivot chart and pivot table.